Ebu Ebebo.
The MPP, and why didn't it? And some I had to know about the mafia now, Yedigu party now. That's how Babak said, my partner still uncle for first deputy chairman of the party. No, I'm making comment. Yeah, vote of no confidence against him. Then pay who way for somebody's interest. This is the news. It has saddened my heart this evening. And another is some candidates see regional chairman so you enter from top to bottom. It is very unfortunate. We are part in the mistakes here in the past are costing so much. And going forward, we'll be more careful with what we do. But I realize with these two information, we haven't learned anything yet.
But the amendment is Chamambuti no see meeting on the chair meeting.
Of course. But you see, on the chair, but were there plans to gag him? And if there were, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Democracy, the constitution anticipates chairman, but not person will be. I don't see into first chairman, into first as into second vice. And it wasn't by accident, and it's by divine means. Aduna, Atunso, Amumiana, or just as the chairman once upon said, whether by mistake or said, you support Bawumia, dinner secretary corrected him. Tana Chamabuten's one ideas. It doesn't mean say Okotrano chair or they take you the decision. So I believe the fairness of it and say I don't know in the Juma. Now the except mark democracy is more part me in a send you to Abana will be a timber and final be able supported to be winning Yako rescue power from the NDC.
Now you shouldn't say party ni free him and abedua because Oshe Chamambuta or you be a or Canadine and on Kutuku nipa. Na Oshe Kaubia and as executives and Kawasanke Yedika to and as a passive vote of no confidence or mosono. Then ka on Kahupu. So you're free and abedruin and he MPP person or don't monitor.
You know, send me a Agyapong. I know. Obibi and say about the history of the party. Fortunately, I was with the party in 1992. And the MPP then say that you use your national chairman, we will be at home. I can't imagine. You could not go there to suggest something funny. And the party yeah. The middle class were all supporting the MPP. And so if you go to the universities, we won all the elections till this present election. And I believe that the age, I did a board party for my in the committee, reports now. Addressing most of these things in the report. Unfortunately, the party decided to keep the report as a secret. The womb comes in. Not just say, but I disagree. Because at the point that we did not do so well, we should know what the problems are so that together we can help solve it. And Chairman Bute is the right guy for the time being. Yamani the party no fianco. General Secretary can say some of the people were removed from the party by mafiaism. And if that is true, then obviously, and Kasango for you or man, now Yamfa Compass, okay, every stadium. No matter former chairman, no General Secretary, because they were the people who were taking off without committing any offense. And there's a party in them, we should go back for them. So that we'll reinstate the actual MPP that was before this group of people came and messed up the party. And that is where the party is going. But we thank God that to be a meeting and take a decision. And then we are going to work towards the 1st January. At least we have a timetable, and we'll come together and sit down and see how we strategize. And by the 31st of January, the Japan were 90% out of the 100. No more Makanache the Yakam.
Now, say, almost set time, we say 31st January, and on the primaries in India. And then, no bit me, because we share the CIO, June, cry, ya pemu. Let's say you're 6 months and 7 months. And then, Mr. Shannon bit him there too. Ama, polling station executive, can say polling station elections, constituency elections, regional and also national elections. No, and then on there too. So, and that's some person control. I'm sure that will be discussed tomorrow. They will discuss that tomorrow. But I'm aware, say July, they will conduct a first election in July. And if it doesn't change, we may start the polling station from July. The idea of top to bottom, we sure said no. I never hear the discussions for tomorrow. The young Tom Frisro, and now I will see here. Now, I'm saying, let's say, we are a real, and the confusion is team. I a honey room. The polling station elections. That was the beginning of the problem. And it has been advocated, say, electoral college in Isha, until Mtimi Brabo ni pipe PHSK, a bit of fridge, a bit of TV. I know a cause of our defeat because people thought that, well, if you're going to take money, then why do you want me to go? And it's a party no be also corrected. And the first thing was a party corrected. I don't think it to be unwise to start from the regional to the bottom. It will be unwise to start from national to the bottom. Because that difficult problem, it will not have been solved. And what about it is, I know that reasoning will prevail. China, we are waiting for China. In between China and the 31st, there will be a timetable for the conduct of the polling station to constituency to regional international. And I believe that we will start from the bottom to the top. So that we expand the electoral college now. Yes, we are not that electoral college in all the officers through, so that we have the democracy and the fairness. Otherwise, the monocracy will be repeated, and that's something the party want to avoid. It is painting the party and other parties and there. Party, this party. Now,
we are vowed.
Mimisa Semo say, and Yura, Kwabena Agyapong, a granting interview with OKFM. Stating say Michael Kwe report na ebi kra kan wasem no. Even nasa I can say neck executive kra no. Omunya report ni bi nhwe but obeti say we say we ne wom we say we ne wom we say ne we ne wom enti wonim de enti a party ne committee ama committee den report aba a o say mpanifo an komo mata o party mu say kombe hu de committee no e de bae no o asat anopa na no OKFM for ekasa no na onim de wo report ni mu. What in some say?
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. One part in China say, "Omo makasoba hundi Bawumia ka ho," and a general secretary. Come what thank you to them. They boldly spoke about them. What did I say? And Bawumia said, I'm quoting him, that the report did not state said we lost the party based on religion. And the presumption is that Bawumia has seen the report. And it is quite interesting to your report. Now, your report over selected who can see the report and who can't, especially with the candidates and the national executives. So, Nukra, I a big anomaly. ABA, Commonwealth, Agyapong executives in ABA, only executives no man who, not so man who the other report and what was the essence of the report.
But
it means that
or can neck home, and also can't national council.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And then it's true that they haven't seen it. And Tiani, report to my way. They presented it to the National Council, didn't they? Committee, one of committee represented the report. So it is strange. They are coming to Japan course meeting. Yesterday, committee report about it and said them, the money for Omomaka will be any motion. That is impossible. And in fact, Safo, for a committee like this, the intention was to find out why we lost so that we can work towards it. So as long as it remains a secret, then it is, there was no need for the committee. The base be correct here. And it's among kind of much any committee no from report na so pass one thing.
I don't know some no. Because utie a passion a community Agyapong de kasa no pay ya. Utimu say ye kase na afi me de mani atoto a Bible mu emra ema mienu Bible say omo wo ya ba ko ba wu ya ba ko so ba ko se ne ba ewu nti no kopre ne neighbor no ba se e ono so de kopie King Solomon ho King Solomon ko ka se ene se sa ne te de muntwa nkora no mu mienu aba ko ka se sakora no be wu de yemfa akora no ema ne neighbor no se de be akora no nyina obi abenya akora no mfa so ye hu se ma minimum a oka se omfa akora mum koma ne neighbor no ono na ewo akora no sabi pepepe because we passion de kasa e kire ba bia NPP o mufun ma hye e kwan fa so ti NPP ne do a kofo enyama NPP party ene enema o mo da na di o mo sacrifice o mo life ene o mo profession ade support party ne bedru ba bia party na dun ene sad do no eni wona enkofo bi free baabi statement do make o think kofo bi free baabi a person hijack party no de onhwe emasa ne maninsi onka na no ntum se base ode ne nkwa betwa so ade NPP party na si wa ode ne nkwa betwa so ade party na si na wo hwe passional na comrade Agyapong de kasa na wo hwe enkrofobia o mayi o mati o party mu ne niam bi o mo ye ne nsem o mo kan na mede sa emamefo mienu de ne toto ho se ebi mo ho a yete party no mo ho ento mo party ho do mo ni brankofo abre ama party na bedu a ebi so be join ne wo kwan so na wo hwe mo no be join ne wo kwan so a ene omom no mpese om dictate party na den na say eye national executive for no eye editi NPP party si ho na asomdwe bam
the okay na no kore na MPP we your problem nipa ba akope your problem nipa ba akope da MPP for any time bet you mo be hunu the party will be back on its feet. We have only one problem in the party, and that problem is the one who is heading the confusion in the party now. Because minia yakotwaba you see people manipulating obody patrolling and say when atem obi ka say ya tuma go me sense no ma bank ya tuma no bi ka say ntisa as we be atem just the community Agyapong, even though he's late in saying this, I think it is very true what he's saying. One can in them, but it's better late than never. The all can in no pepe, Bawumia and Crawford, and the person hijack the party. So they are doing everything under their sleeves to hijack the party. If they have a problem with it. Otherwise, nothing has happened in the party. Nothing has happened in the party. And the people like community Agyapong, New Woman, no more than the 2 year tea party, no idea Mujate. Mumia sorry waka. That's how it's some phone Sabia Cosmo. Yes, Yano. Party in your Biadia. Yes, see, well, was some party now, we are qualified, no. But I never contested. It is as simple as that. Sir, the person you everyone, we go to it should be a thing of the past. And they should not dare try any silly thing because they will regret taking any step. You see weakness in the national executives. What I say? It is that weakness, the caliber of people who were elected, who were not skillful, who were not knowledgeable, who came to take over the rules of the party, and apparently because they don't know what to do, so Nanka Omodi what is community Agyapong the chairman Pamunia. And seriously, something better would have happened to the party by now. And to the party is also Munzo to Aba. Almost no more to the pump to my Jumano. The chairman said, a man abandoned 2 years. We voted for the wrong people who came and were subdued. Me saying Nanado I didn't know doing what they are doing. They are doing the same thing. And you be because na nadu da mo manya juma bi enti minya no kure. So bi wa mo manya juma na nyina na nadu because na nadu ko. Why is this still going on in the party? I was thinking that na nadu ko they could be abenya the courage to do what is right. Everybody will be transparent. A party, a member of the council can set up a radio station so to be a presidential aspirant attempt. The party has not uttered a word. Do we have leaders in the party? I'm not sure. Anything I call upon the party, Manager Chamabuti, yeah, say, Obia, no club or executive office, you are my 38%. So yeah, government department 38% now. What the election at here? It is as good as getting 20% in the election. Because our opposition cabinet 20%. Government in power, we will lose. But to that extent, the our opposition cabinet 20%. So that is how popular our candidate is. And what is Obi Kaze, Obi Asamo kind of Obi Lucia. It is the most infantile argument I've heard. Your mama, I'll go NDC, Fragmara Shipono. Yan kind of awesome. The only contest the class were convincing. Yeah, to Amano.
MPP for crack.
Why? Because
MPP for crack, Professor Mills who again.
Exactly. You can't lose here. He won. And do go to Aba. Not the Unya popular now, Lucinas will be a small kind, not just a one casano. You don't have the personality to contest. And let me tell you, and then somebody asked him. You're thinking the Japan some kind of thing. And them say, any second in the Japan or customer guarantee. At the moment, to my no customer guarantee to my hair. Second, the Japan with Maka. As some microphone to my Bawumia. And now near to my Bawumia to my Canada Japan. Who will say it and everybody will agree with me and vote according to what Kennedy says. Then the common sense will tell you that vote for the man whose statement Ghana will take. Why do you vote for somebody? Was say already on economics we to manage amai one year name Canada Japan and a Casa of Jesus then it means that Kennedy is a popular among the candidates. So let's vote for him as a party because ultimately it is power that we want. And the media, my opinion about what is happening is that the present executive, they are incompetent. They can't work. And they should all excuse us so that we vote for a new crop of people who are matured, who are bold to take decisions, and who are able to control the party.
Council Yonshani say, Honorable Ken or Hina Japan. Ene, and as Andra and the birthday, or the assembly to just say, Ujan birthday, so Asra Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Chita for any on answer Chita for say. Yina ni yehu ya say party ba kumuma na fe sa kame we are say ni nyina no ye ma etu ntwa wadi when your opportunity share on upken en na nante kakra say na hu on upken na oka asase mu no eye onwanwa anase nye onwanwa
yo me da ase anya me onwanwa kra because oni akasa yeah in charge of communication oni akasa what fearful. Under no circumstance, no support to and some okay less tetter as more kind some other person. So we statement no issue yet.
Sir.
It is not within his plan to attack anybody. Now probably now the presentation and microphone here say as more kind of man point say attack. Then be something and then you won't person back as a to abano. Because one new be at him. Do kind of say what is a grophobi can party no Uber contest or say my opportunity 2-3 times answer. No what we need. Then now is somebody like Professor
Adubuahim
contested is not only breaking the culture of silence. Ghana Pujinas only breaking so contest here why we need a choice stolen verdict. Meaning that the party as a whole believed said election on the results they don't reflect the vote that were cast. Onumpo or Sanko Oluzuye.
Sir.
And it is never correct. Then he came to the performance. Social performance, sir. Nanado Danko Kufu. The reason why they were given another chance was the performance. look at Kufuor. How can you even compare yourself to the first attempt of Kufuor when it was opaque ballot box and the dictatorship? Oh, you 38 and compare Kufuor. How can you do that? And so they performed well in the circumstance. Akufo-Addo kwado winning. So that you cannot in any way compare this 38% to those performances and say yes, I'm from Omra. The party should. Yes, sir.
I have position of phone near why or camera near na I wash your mama yetio.
Okay. Let me see if I can. And if you look at the performance of these people, that's about Bawumia 38% that would be unfair. And in fact, the most important thing is that the data shows even if Bawumia is given another chance, he can't win the election. So that is the position of Ken. So to vote for him, that will win power for MPP. But even the worst has him women. Yeah, I know they go after him and say that I don't know how statement. And so when Bawumia was saying that it was the former president who caused the defeat by increasing petrol prices and all that, by implementing E11, was he not attacking the former president? Was he not destroying the party? And so, Agyapong is making a sincere statement, calling upon the followers, which he has told us personally, we should deal with issues. We should not attack any person. We are doing it. People like Abronje have established themselves. We have been advised not even to respond and react to him because his personality said that he is not worth a response. You can't descend so low to respond to somebody who does not make logical arguments. Secondly, Agyapong some more kind in my partner. And that's just why popular. And what you knew as also who say, and it's happened in the coalition a baby. You see it as negative, but it isn't. If it now 7 on fire, or Brian or Bawumia prime minister nominated to Aboma, John Mamma is a Kennedy Japan or Kajama Ghana Fofa. And any person who has intellectual abilities and can really should understand that Ken should be the one to be chosen. Or say, Canada, Japan, and share the card because I'm a dad. Sabo, we see the Sika, what the man or Jim receipt. Account. I have a copy of the receipts. And I have videos of him telling everybody, it is Canada, Japan who gave me the car. It is not because you can imagine. You see, and so we Canada, he's been sincere. What we have. As much as possible, we want to focus on the issues. And you might dear Obi Bame Mefi, not doing him, Canada, Japan, supporting him. Minimum that are the Ghana and continue. No, Mona or 4 Nipa Betas in Google and Mufun, and the business in a wine of the Bogabi, never hear food and Nipa. And the father is industrious. It's not today. Those days, on your politician. And this is the quality of Honorable Canada Agyapong. He's industrious by birth. And it's innate. And I believe if I go out and preach this to people, they will see reason in it and go for Canada Agyapong. I don't need to attack anybody. And the answer and we'll do exactly that. But Bawumia can be peanuts and Yanokura. That will not be an insult.
Yeah. Now, Kansa, my main can be said. Honorable Ken or industrials no. And right now US uki taxi no. We make sure say every month biano. Na or tax ni be man call for. And so no me sales at the man. Until no sales e man hono. Na e bi so ye sales man. Me no ka say. Strong voice network yenya obi a Honorable Ken taxes na or toy no. Na uki taxi ni bi. Ah wa ye crowd say. Obeba ye studio ha. No near between said because in some honorable can a kind when control or share assembly honorable can become piano or no money to or a practical my dear way who we my say and no just so eka and to share and yama our honorable can a ya and then them or say NPP delegate ninya ni mujidi say on betuama no babili the NPP party no
Look, the idea of choosing a leader in a party to contest is to win the presidency. Nothing more, nothing less. And to delegates, Yamokotuaban. Also, Musa, Nipa Equino, Obetima Winana so to be winning. Now, to me, it is Agyapong who is ordained to win power for MPP. And Yamane the Adoso. But I start here for the reason why Bawumia cannot be the president of Ghana. I don't see by elimination, but also the catcher being and Sana what compare the most eligible of the candidates. Now, Bahunie, a candidate here choosing for last election. He belongs to a tribe. Unfortunately, in the north, they are facing some situation whereby they are in the minority, but unfortunately, the majority is always against them. It's not the doing of Bawumia, but Batoye. And it's a bazaar, a Mampusini, our party where all the Kusas will go and support the other party. Meanwhile, the Kusas are in the majority. And those election we are trend in the north, we find ourselves not doing well, even though Bawumia free. Apart from no region, we didn't do it anywhere. And the third year, 4 years, we have the standards communities in Ghana, everywhere you go, you meet the Kusasi and the other tribes. Ahafo, Western North. And those other areas, the election was said that they voted against the Mamprusis, which affected the MPP negatively. And the Yasako about Obium, that's these relatives. Why do you choose a Mamprusi when you know that all the Kusas will not vote for him? Unfortunately for us, the candidates who are contesting, there's one Mamprusi, there's no Kusas. Why don't we look for a neutral person who's most popular? Abaman. And we are number one. Number two, the Muslim community. One of the trump cards of Bawumia when he contested on MPP ticket is being a Muslim, all the Muslim communities will vote for him. And it will raise the perception, say MPP is an account party. And that was the strongest card for the Baya or the winning album. So we went to the election campaigning along those lines. So for results, the results was different. We also said Zongo communities around the country, apart from Winneba, which is predominantly an Islamic state community, MPP. In effect, Muslims and Bawumia, then you ask yourself, I did a Muslims and Bawumia. If you say that is one of the duties that the committee should have found out, because we have taken time to find out. And it is simple. Almost Bawumia call Bosumso, or call sorry them, or call him, or call Philadelphia, and he cannot be trusted as a Muslim. They won't vote for him. They didn't vote for him. The question that every delegate should ask is, within 4 years, would that mindset change? The first year only Muslim, no practicing Islam. Muslims say, the answer is a big no. And it is also the say, Nancy Akate choose candidate to Bayadia. Obviously, Bawumia is not one of them. Then you go to the rest, and the rest is only Agyapong, because all the rest who will be coming, I'm sure they'll be just coming to test the waters. And this is an advantage that Kennedy have. And this advantage is called negative advantage because of the negative positioning of Bawumia. It has given Agyapong an advantage. Then come to Agyapong as a person. Who is he? What is his quality? One, we lack discipline in our politics, body politics, discipline. And that it has always been the cry of Ghanaians, a leader in the name of royalty. They will understand me, not to give royalty the credit, but the nature of royalty. no nonsense man to lead this country so that at least law and order and the political decision. Many elite and middle class people are looking for such a personality. Obi Okanokre, Obi Obekan said it here, Uncle Sokoto, when anyone is wrong, they know can they jump the first person. When the person does wrong, he faced and Okan near Christian said he would be part of that, but we knew the criminal.